Both clubs are currently in the top four. Both clubs lost in the Premier League midweek. And Harry Kane has scored 14 goals in 10 Premier League games against Leicester City. This is the match preview. Spurs v Leicester. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. This is the match preview video. Tottenham Hotspur will take on Leicester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this Sunday, 2:15 p.m. kickoff. I'll be going through all of the team news, all of the team's form, the Premier League table, my score prediction and my predicted lineup. Going into this Premier League clash, both teams have had a decent season so far this season. Both have played 13 games and both are in the top four. Tottenham have won 7, drawn 4 and lost 2. We have a goal difference of plus 13. We have 25 points. Leicester City are just 1 point behind Spurs. They have won 8 games and they have lost 5. They have a goal difference of plus 7. So far in the month of December, Tottenham Hotspur have played 5 competitive games, 3 in the Premier League and 2 in the Europa League. Out of those 5 games, we have won 2, we have drawn 2 and we have lost 1. Our last 3 Premier League games are as follows: Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And then, of course, last weekend we got a 1-1 draw at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. And then midweek, losing 2-1 at Anfield against league leaders Liverpool with a Heung-min Son goal in the first half. Harry Kane and Steven Bergwijn had a couple of chances, but sadly on the night, it just wasn't to be. For Leicester City, in the month of December, they have also played 5 competitive games, 3 in the Premier League and 2 in the Europa League. Out of those 5 games, they have won 3 and they have lost 2. That is funny about Leicester City so far this season because they have played 13 games in the Premier League and haven't drawn a game as yet. Their last 3 Premier League results was a 2-1 win at Sheffield United on the 6th of December. And then last weekend, beating Brighton and Hove Albion at the King Power Stadium 3-0. And then midweek, losing at the King Power Stadium to Everton 2-0. So, as I said earlier, Tottenham just weren't clinical enough on Wednesday night against Liverpool. On another night, we could have converted those chances and won the game. Well, the last time that Leicester City visited the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was back in the summer. It was back on the 19th of July, 2020, when Tottenham Hotspur beat Leicester City 3-0 with a Justin own goal after 6 minutes, and then Harry Kane with 2 goals after 37 minutes and after 40 minutes. You know what? On that day, Tottenham Hotspur had 3 shots on target, and we won 3-0. That was clinical finishing. It's going to be a very busy 10 days for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club because on Sunday, of course, we face Leicester City. 3 days later, on Wednesday, we face Stoke City in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. And then next Sunday, the 27th of December, we are at Molineux, Wolverhampton Wanderers away. And then on Wednesday, the 30th of December, we have got Fulham at home. But this game against Leicester, it's all about getting back to winning ways because earlier on today, I'm filming this on Saturday evening, and earlier on today, Liverpool beat Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park 7-0 in the Premier League. Liverpool are now 6 points clear of Spurs. Let's get into the Tottenham team news ahead of this game against Leicester. Tottenham forward Gareth Bale is back in training and could be involved on Sunday after a 2-match absence because of illness. Injured pair Eric Lamela and Japhet Tanganga do remain unavailable. Let's get into a few of the match facts and stats ahead of this game, Spurs v Leicester on Sunday. Now, this fixture always seems to provide lots of goals. It always seems to provide goals from Harry Kane. And it always seems to provide a good result for Tottenham because we do have a very good record against Leicester in Premier League history. Now, Tottenham have lost just once in their past 9 home league games against Leicester. That was a 1-0 defeat back in January 2016. The other result, 6 wins for Spurs and 2 draws. And there have been 31 goals scored in the past 7 Premier League meetings, an average of 4.4 goals per game. Spurs have a pretty decent home record in the past 10 Premier League home games because we have won 7 of them, including the last 3. And Leicester have lost 3 of their past 5 top-flight matches. So far this season, we seem to give the opposition lots of possession in Premier League football. Now, on Wednesday night against league leaders Liverpool, we only had 24% possession, our lowest figure since Opta began recording such data back in 2003-2004. Leicester City have an excellent record away from home in the Premier League so far this season. They have been on the road 6 times so far in the 2020-2021 season, winning 5 times. However, they have conceded 7 Premier League goals following corners, 2 more than their final total of last season. All but 5 of Tottenham's 25 top-flight goals this season have been scored by Heung-min Son and Harry Kane, who have 11 and 9 respectively. Harry Kane and Heung-min Son have scored and assisted 12 of those goals, one short of the all-time record for goal contributions in a Premier League season set by Alan Shearer and Chris Sutton for Blackburn Rovers back in the 1994-1995 season. What a very interesting stat this is. Brendan Rodgers, the Leicester City manager, has recorded victories in 6 of his last 7 Premier League matches as a manager versus Tottenham. But he is winless in 7 previous games under Jose Mourinho-led sides. Now, said that Harry Kane loves to score against Leicester City in Premier League football. He has played against them in 10 Premier League games and he has scored a staggering 14 goals in those 10 matches. Now, I mentioned how Harry Kane loves to score against Leicester City. Well, Jamie Vardy loves to score against Tottenham because Jamie Vardy has scored 5 goals and assisted 3 more in his last 10 Premier League games against Spurs, with 4 of his 5 goals coming away from home. Justin Edinburgh, our former defender who very sadly passed away last year. He would have turned 51 on Friday. Now, the club have put out the following announcement. As a club that is proud to honour Justin's legacy and following on from the success of last year's Justin Edinburgh Day, Jose Mourinho and his coaching staff will wear pin badges in support of the JE3 Foundation during the home match with Leicester City. So I've got the matchday programme here, Spurs v Leicester on Sunday. Of course, Heung-min Son here looking very Christmassy. And on the back of the programme, it does confirm the officials for the game against Leicester. The referee for the game will be Craig Paulson. The assistant referees will be Simon Bennett and Edward Smart. The 4th official will be David Coote. The VAR referee will be Paul Tierney. And the additional VAR referee will be Harry Leonard. Let's get into my predicted lineup and my score prediction ahead of this game against Leicester. Let's start with our captain Hugo Lloris in goal, and then the back 4 of Serge Aurier at right back, Sergio Reguilon at left back, and then the centre-back pairing of Eric Dyer and Toby Alderweireld. And then in midfield, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Moussa Sissoko, and I'm going to go with Tanguy Ndombele, and then the attacking line of Steven Bergwijn, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane. My score prediction for this game, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Tottenham Hotspur win. I know that this fixture always creates lots of goals, but I'm going to go for a 2-0. I think that Tottenham will keep a clean sheet. I think we will get back to winning ways. And I think that that man, Harry Kane, will score against Leicester again. He loves this fixture. He always scores against Leicester. 14 Premier League goals in 10 Premier League games for him. And I think that he will do it again. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do put your predicted lineup in the comments section below and your score prediction for this game. And also, just to throw it out there, where do you think that Tottenham can end up in the Premier League at the end of this season? Of course, Tottenham spent a good few weeks at the top of the Premier League so far this season. Can Tottenham get back to the top of the Premier League? Liverpool are, of course, 6 points ahead of us now. Anyway, let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section below. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the game at Sunday afternoon. Stay safe and well. And come on, you Spurs. And the trophies are coming.